else going on in the state? You got any updates from the court? Anything like that?
Oh, geez. We've got this crazy thing going on with legislature. Oh, do you need any needles? Any hypodermic
I'm
needles?
good on all my
syringes?
needles. Yeah, I get them pretty cheap.
Okay. Well, the state wants the taxpayers to supply clean needles. Clean needles.
Yeah, what's that all about?
So that you can shoot up with fentanyl and heroin without getting hepatitis or AIDS from somebody else. So, no, I'm not kidding. There's actually two bills. Carol Bush in the House claims to be a Republican caucus member.
Right.
I'm waiting for her bills to show it. And then you got a Democrat, Kerry Hicks, in the Senate. And they're both bills basically say, look at all these people with hepatitis and AIDS. I guess AIDS is now a new epidemic. So, but they said, and it's because we don't have clean enough needles, so that we're just flowing with needles everywhere, so that everybody gets a one-time use clean needle every time they want to shoot up their heroin. Now, I went on Amazon and I just typed in, diabetic needle syringe. And I got lots of choices, and most of them said, 100 insulin needles for $8.99, $9.99, basically less than 10 cents a syringe.
Right.
Then I typed in and said, how much does a heroin addict eventually pay to keep up their addiction? And they said, gosh, it can run $3,000 a month just to keep you in heroin, just to keep you high, or, and so they can afford $3,000 a month for their heroin, but they can't afford $8.99 for 100 needles.
Because the big money is not going to be saved by dropping the cost of needles by another penny. They've got them pretty well low.
Yeah. So my take on it is there are a few times when you've got the right-wing moralists, and the left-wing nanny state both advocating for the same thing.
Right.
And when they are, be very concerned.
Which is another, great system that we have, built-in bipartisanship and gridlock. Because whenever they get together, that's when we get tyrants.
Because now here's the reason they claim that we've got to set up this program. Because people are afraid of our drug paraphernalia laws, that some district attorney is going to put you in jail, not for the heroin or the fentanyl, but because of the needle.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're claiming that's why we got to pay for all these drug addicts to have lots of clean needles at our expense, so they can kill themselves on fentanyl overdoses. And so they're saying that that it's because of district attorneys aggressively prosecuting this paraphernalia law.
We could just use, how about, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, all I'm saying is you've got a clean needle that you're going to put them in jail for. Why?
It's you supplied it, too.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Now, here's the other thing. As soon as you start subsidizing heroin addiction by providing clean needles, at some point, somebody's going to sue you because their kid's dead.
Well, you're picking winners and losers.
This is the insanity of our lawmakers. That they think these things are they think they're bright. And here's the thing, just get rid of the paraphernalia laws. Because I'm telling you, those diabetic needles, they don't kill diabetics, okay? They don't kill people with that need insulin, or people that are like, I used to give my wife her allergy shots. She had an allergist in Minnesota, and they sent us the stuff, and a local clinic taught me how to do it, and we gave her daily shots, to build up her immunity. So that was back in the 80s thing. But, so here's the thing. I had no problem going down to the drugstore and buying the insulin needles.
Right.
The same ones we use. What's the deal here? Why don't we just get rid of the paraphernalia laws? Quit enforcing that, and just let these people just buy their needles on Amazon for $8.99 or down at Costco, CVS, wherever you buy, your medical supplies.
They're caught up in the litigious nature of the process crime. They're so worried about the process crime, they've forgotten about the end result of what we're trying to do here.
But here's the thing. These bills are not calling for the paraphernalia law. They're saying our needles will not be considered paraphernalia, but if you use one of another source, that's drug paraphernalia. Even though you're shooting up heroin with both of them.
You know, the colonists in the beginning weren't allowed to buy hats unless they were made in England, you know? So it's like, you know, that's not a hat until always say it's a hat. Well,
yeah, I'm just saying, this is the insanity. And this is passing committee right now, both House and Senate. These are companion bills.